Hey guys, I'm with
Karla.
okay, and we're just gonna talk to Karla about her mental health and like about life. So, how old are you, Karla? Karla. Sorry.
I'm 19.
Okay, she is 19. So you're at your prime year.
Yes.
Yes, and how do you feel about that?
I'm excited. Honestly, I'm excited for all the new adventures and challenges that are coming with it, and I think I'm like ready for the ride.
Slay. I wasn't for sure. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. So far, how do you feel about being like 19 and like growing up and later having like a future? Are you excited for it? Are you nervous? Are you like very like, oh my god, I don't even want to think about the future right now?
For me personally, I love the future. Sometimes I'm always thinking like one step ahead, you know. But I know like you have to live in the present moment. But right now, as a 19-year-old, I'm excited because I know there's always going to be something better coming for me, you know. And sometimes I'm like, wow, I hate today, but I know there's something better coming in the days. I just have to like go with the flow and trust the process.
Love the positivity.
Yeah.
So when did you turn 19?
I just turned 19 about 2 weeks ago.
So you're still fresh to this teen/young adult life.
Yes.
How was it your teenage years?
They were honestly, some of them were brutal, I'm not gonna lie. But I loved them. They showed me like a lot about who I really was and who I really want to be. Like I feel like my last year as 18, I discovered what I really wanted to do in my life, and I think that opened up a lot of doors for me because I'm like, wow, like this is the right path I'm going through. And I know like sometimes it'll change, but I just feel like right now I'm in a good area where I'm just like keep going and don't give up.
So right now you're like mentally and physically like, yay, like I'm gonna push through, positive, like you're not feeling down or anything.
Not really. Sometimes I do when like there's like hardships, but I learned to push through them. So yeah, I am doing pretty good right now.
That's good. Do you have a career choice at the moment?
I do, yes. It's currently commercial pilot.
Ooh. How do you want to expand like your career? Like, do you just want to be like, because I know a little bit about being a pilot and like being like what's it called,
like a flight attendant?
Yes. Like how do you think it's gonna affect you in the future and so?
So I know it's a lot of traveling, so I won't just be in one area for a while, but I just think that it's a good way for me to move around, make new connections, find new people, like make everlasting connections, you know, and just like branch out of like my comfort zone, you know. And I think that it's like the beauty of like this career, you know, like there's always going to be something new coming along.
And you're gonna fly me to Mexico when you can.
Oh, for sure. What's
it called? Now let's backtrack.
Okay.
So like you said, you just turned 19 like 2 weeks ago. Like you're 18 or your teenage year to your like young, like elementary, I want to say. Like during that time, was there like a time where you felt like super like you had like your mental health was super bad, or you felt like your anxiety or depression, or you had anything like a mental illness? Like I said, not including the flu or COVID, that you felt like, oh my god, like I don't know how I'm gonna make it through like another day or so. Like, have you had an experience like that?
Yes, I did. Oh, should I talk about it? Oh, okay. Okay. It wasn't COVID, but it was during COVID. I was dealing with severe anxiety and panic attacks, and I don't really know like where it started from. But actually, no, it was like the fear of me dying from an early age. And I just think that every night I was like, I'm going to die today, you know? And I just thought, like, I'm going to die. And, like, I just thought, like, nothing is going to save me. So I just was just overthinking. And I feel like that's where my overthinking and anxiety started. Because I was like, this is it. But every day I would just wake up and I'm like,
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Like, I'm just crazy.
Yeah. And then it wasn't until one day I read a book called The Alchemist, and that book really like opened a lot of things for me, and it was just basically saying like the universe brought you here. You're here for a reason, and the universe is guiding you through the right path, so don't give up.
That was deep. That was deep.
It was deep, yeah. And from there on, I was like, wow, like, you're gonna be okay. It's just your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And we'll continue.
It's just your mind likes to play games with you. So from there on, I was like, get out of this mindset, and that's when I just started taking care of myself because I didn't want to deal with anxiety anymore.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's something a lot of people struggled with.
Mm-hmm.
I know I struggled a lot with anxiety and depression during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was maybe just because I was like so like locked in. Like I literally couldn't get out. Like were you like that too? You feel like maybe that was also like a cause of it?
Yeah, for sure. Because it's just like you're stuck in an area with 4 walls, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you can't go outside, you know?
Yeah, and you were like your routine was like repeat.
Yeah.
Literally, the only thing I lift off was not Starbucks, sorry. It was TikTok.
Oh.
And like that one iced coffee that they made.
Yeah, with the sugar and then the coffee. Like,
Yeah,
powder.
and it was like you mixed it and it like foamed up.
Dude, that
yeah,
was so good.
that it was really good.
You had to have been there. Yeah.
That's literally what I lived off for like a year.
Yeah.
Because I think COVID was like a year and a half.
Mhm.
But I feel like everyone was stuck indoors for like a year.
Yeah, and like you were just still stuck in that, like, oh, I'm gonna be here forever, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And after, like you said, that book helped you open up your eyes and seeing like this is not how like I'm gonna live. Like later on, cause how old were you when you were in COVID? Like during the COVID time?
I was 15.
You were 15. So that was a while ago.
Yeah.
So like I said, we're all old now.
Yeah.
I'm like, from that, like, how do you feel? Like, has it like happened again? Was just like moments in time when you're like, oh my god, like I feel like the same like feeling you had back then.
Mm-hmm.
Was it more often, or did it like just never happen again, or like what?
I feel like it does come back occasionally,
Mhm.
but I learned to control myself because I have like a problem with like biting my fingers a lot, and like I tend to like bleed, and I just feel like that eases my mind off of like problems that I have, but I feel like they're not big problems, and I feel like that's where my anxiety comes from. So I'm just like, okay, wait, calm down. It's just like I go back to that time where I'm like, you don't want to be that person. You've grown and you've matured, so do better to be better, you know?
That was beautiful.
That was-
You see, that was good.
That was-
That was a good one. I'm gonna quote it, and I'm gonna write a book and just put Karla's quote, just exactly what you said. Well, that was pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know, this was really good.
Thank you for the interview. I really appreciate it. Just to learn more about other people's mental health and see like what they went through when they were younger. Obviously, you're still little.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, I swear I'm old.
I know.
Like I'm like, oh my god, only a year and something older than you, but I feel like everyone's different. So it's like good to see like the point of view of like others people, because I know like I might be like, oh my god, like I have so much anxiety, like oh I feel like super tired, I'm like depressed this day, and then like I can be like, I feel like I'm the only one in the whole entire world who feels like this. In reality, there's like so many people,
Yeah.
and like the things we can do like to help and everything.
Yeah.
So
And to like get help, you know, because like there's so many resources out there, and it's just like if you really want that help, you gotta like go find it, you know.
well, thank you again, Karla.
Of course, anytime.